Hello retail traders, I'm Washboardjim with a sneaky snake trading strategy, and I want to talk about a trade that I called out this morning on the IWM, and it's pretty much my consistent sneaky snake trade, but there's one little element that I want to add to it that kind of gets you interested in the trade. So here's the IWM, sneaky snake, breakout, pull back, boom. There's your snake, breakout, pull back, boom. So in this trade, we had what you call the snake comes down, knifes down, then you got 1, 2, 3 times that the body of them candles hit that snake, and then she went ahead and breaks out. Well, in that process, we had what you call 3 black crows, and that would say, hey Jim, man, I'm just seeing 3 black crows here on the snake. Well, you need to pay attention to this trade then. So after that 3 black crows inside of the snake, we formed what you call a megaphone pattern. Now, I did this video on the megaphone pattern, and I'll stick a link down here that I did this weekend that kind of tells you how to trade it. Megaphone is a broadening out of a chart pattern. For example, you get your body right here and just run it up to there. That's one of them. Then you take your other one right here, the breakout, and that's a broadening out of a pattern. So we got the 3 black crows and then the broadening out, and she went ahead and she goes and breaks out. Now this is what I tell everybody that's trading this trade, to wait for the pullback. During the pullback, we created an inverse head and shoulders. So when that thing pulled back with a higher low, it's like a teeter-totter, you know. It can go either way. In this case, it had a higher low, and then you run it up to the 200 at a double top and get out of the triple top and get out of the trade, or double top out of the snake. And if you break that 200 EMA or SMA, you could run it up to a higher level. So this trend line right here come from Friday's opening. We had flag right here also, Friday's opening, where she broke out, had that breakout. So I took that resistance level and extended it on out from Friday. And this is the same pattern here that I talked about, that megaphone pattern. So that's your exit idea. Once you hit that resistance line, get on out of the trade or get out of here at the triple top. 1, 2 bits, and a 3B. Now when I'm doing a triple top, I'm using the bodies of the candle on a 1 minute. So I'll take this trend line, run it up to that body, and that would get me out of that trade. But notice we led out of that with some more soldiers, which still gave it bullishness. Then she pulls back and hits that old trend line from that triple top breakout for added support. And that was another trade you could have took. So that's the IWM. That's called the sneaky snake trading strategy. Sneaky snake, breakout, pull back, boom. Just kind of give it time. You don't have to rush in this kind of trade. Let it come back and form that pattern. It could have stopped right here on the top of the snake, just had a small breakout and then pull back and hit that snake, and then hold that snake for a support level, and then run on up. So there's many. It could have had a falling wedge come out of this trade instead of an inverse head and shoulder. You could have had a symmetrical flag. You could have had a rising wedge. There's all kinds of could have had a triple bottom. You could have had a double bottom. Any pattern that's reversible to the upside. So Google bullish, bearish chart patterns, and you'll learn which ones I'm talking about. That's the sneaky snake trading strategy, where I talk about chart patterns, moving averages, and being in the now.